I study wolves and their behaviors. And I've talked about this before. When it comes to sports, when it comes to business, I wonder if the success that certain individuals attain harms them karmically. If you don't believe in karma, well, let's just say it makes them a horrible human being. So when I make the Killer Instinct program, I've tried to temper it with an important caveat. And the caveat is this: sports, business, whatever it is you do doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. What does matter is how you treat other people. Are you kind to them in your day-to-day life? Do you do what you can to make sure other people have a great day? Are you cheerful? That's how you measure a man. That's how you measure a person, is by how they treat other people. That said, I have to be honest and tell you how killers operate. I was just reading an article today about Elon Musk. When those boys in Thailand were trapped in a cave, Elon tried to make a submarine that could go in there and help get the kids out. One of the rescuers in Thailand said what Elon Musk was doing was a PR stunt. Elon Musk replied on Twitter by calling the guy a pedophile, a pedo guy, and that he liked little boys or something like that. You insulted him. You insulted Elon Musk, and he came back viciously. So instead of settling out of court, now the guy sued Elon for those disparaging comments, incredibly disparaging. Instead of settling out of court, which Elon probably was advised by his lawyers to do, pay the guy off, make him go away, Elon's in trial right now, taking the stand against this guy, claiming in South Africa the word pedo doesn't mean what it means everywhere else in the world. It just means a sort of annoying person. These killers don't care. They'll come for you, whether you're big, you're small. And if you go after them, they will make it their mission in life to make your life a living hell. Now, this pedo guy may win the trial. Elon may have to pay him. But don't think it's over there. Elon will find a way to get back at this guy somehow, because that's who they are. They are killers. That's what I study. I study wolves. Now, it might seem we're a little bit off topic, but we're going to get on topic regarding sports right now. Michael Jordan, going into the NBA Finals against the Portland Trail Blazers, people were saying that Clyde Drexler was as good as Jordan. Indeed, some were saying Clyde was the best player in the league. Jordan did not like this at all. It seemed as if Jordan blamed Clyde for what the media was saying. It's a little delusional. On my personal website, dylanfreed.com, I have a mini program called Paranoia and Success, where I relate the mindset of killers, these people with killer instinct, to certain aspects of paranoia. I'm not saying they're paranoid, but I'm saying there are hints of paranoia in there, and you can't deny it. You know how paranoids see signs in everything, and they feel like they're encircled, that the world's out to get them. Well, Jordan kind of did that with Clyde, did he not? Clyde didn't say anything about being the best player in the league. The media was. Jordan took that like a paranoid person. Yeah, I'm not saying he's clinically paranoid, but I'm just saying those elements are there. Jordan took that as an attack on him. There's a dark side to the famous Shrug game. This is where Clyde and Jordan faced off, and Jordan had something to prove. Let me read you something from the book Playing with Keeps by David Halberstam. But of course, it was intensely personal for him, Jordan. The perfect challenge for a man who always wanted and always needed challenges. And he used all the comparisons with Drexler, all those non-believers who thought Drexler was as good as he was, to motivate himself. He set out to do nothing less than destroy, not just Portland, but Drexler as well. Let me stop here for a second and point something out. When you watch the Shrug game, a lot of young players think they're going to enter the game and just, from the word go, start jacking shots to destroy their opposition, to destroy their rival. Jordan takes his shots in the rhythm of the game, and that's what makes him a true master. Tiger Woods goes out, and he kind of paces himself. He gets in position Friday, so then on Saturday in the third quarter, the second half, so to speak, he then starts putting on the pressure, starts dominating more and more. They get into the flow of the game first, and then they turn up the juice. I can't stress that enough. If you're going to dominate the competition, if you're going to air quote, destroy the competition, ease into, get into the rhythm of the game. Just take your shots as they come. When it's time to break the offense or something of that nature, then you'll be ready to do it. You'll feel like you're in a pickup game at that point, and everything will start flowing for you. Let me read on. Later, Danny Ainge, who was Drexler's Portland teammate that year, said that there was a certain inhumanity to what took place on the court in that series. Drexler chose to give Jordan the outside shot in the beginning, and Jordan hit 6 threes in a row. When the Trailblazers had the ball, Ainge thought it was as if Jordan had a terrible personal vendetta against Drexler. If it was not personal, it most certainly looked that way. Jordan barely let Drexler touch the ball on offense. Ainge sensed that it was as if Jordan had taken all those newspaper articles and television stories about Drexler as nothing less than a personal insult. It was like watching a killer on the court, Ainge said, an assassin who comes to kill you and then cut your heart out. End quote. Well, we call them killers for a reason, because they want to kill your ambition. They want to kill your desire to play the game. They want to destroy your confidence. They're cannibals in a certain sense. They need to eat the haters. Gives them energy. They're like warriors on a battlefield who will cut off the pinkies of the people they've killed and make a necklace out of it. It's savage, it's dark, but symbolically that's what they do. So it doesn't end there. After the NBA Finals, guess what? Clyde and Jordan are teammates in the Olympics. And you think Jordan has proved his point, that he could just calm down, settle down, be friends with Clyde. But, according again to the book, let's read, Jordan did not pass up the opportunity to talk some trash as he brought the ball up the court. Didn't I just kick your ass? Anything here look just a little familiar? Think you can stop me this time, Clyde? Better watch out for the threes, Clyde. This is the reported trash talking that Jordan did to Clyde just after he demoralized and beat the Trailblazers in 6 games. Reading on, eventually some of his dream team colleagues suggested that Jordan cut back on the trash talk with Drexler because they were all teammates now and there was no need to reopen wounds still so fresh. Back off he did, but the coaches noted that every time Jordan guarded Drexler in scrimmages, he took the defensive level up more than anyone else. You know, I remember hearing that Magic Johnson had to pull Michael aside during this 92 Olympic run and Drexler was there. He said, Mike, you got to stop with Clyde. He's lost all his confidence. He's thinking about retiring. He's thinking about quitting the game. You've won. Nobody questions you and Clyde being the same caliber of player anymore. You've won. You are the best. You got to chill out. So that's what killers are. Again, this is what the Wolves do. Kobe was like this. Tiger's like this. A lot of CEOs are like this. This is one mode of being, one type of killer. Now I'm interested how you integrate trying to be a good person and also having the killer instinct. It seems to me right now the guy who best exemplifies how that is possible would be Steph Curry. It seems that he has, again, it seems, he has found a way to be a decent person on the court, a joyous person on the court and in his real life, and still be a killer, right? You may even say that about LeBron from what it looks like. He's learned how to be a nice guy off the court and pretty nice on the court. Us old school guys don't like that because we're macho and we want to see the kind of wars that we grew up with in the 80s and early 90s. We want to see that type of physicality and the nastiness and meanness because that's what we like. There's also the case to be made that business is business and your personal life is separate. Business, sports, it's not personal. Some people believe that. You have to make your own decision for what's right for you when it comes to this mindset. Again, I study wolves. I'm telling you their behavior. I like people who can play with a snarling attitude. I like people who can destroy the competition. It's a great joy to work incredibly hard and separate yourself from the pack. But piling on like Jordan did, I don't know. Was what Jordan did during the '92 Olympics, did it help separate him even more from Clyde? Was he making sure that Clyde didn't come back and have a great season in '93? Another thing I talk about in my paranoia program is preemptive strikes, to try to take the competition out before they even have a chance. So maybe that's what Jordan was doing, making sure Clyde was not just beat 92, but beat the rest of his career. At any rate, consider what Jordan did here. And if you want to learn the killer instinct, learn about this, go to dylanfree.com. You can check out my full program there, or basketballbrain.com/killer instinct. You can buy it there. It will show you how killers think. Now, my Killer Instinct program isn't just for sports, though you can definitely use it for sports. It's also for business, it's for school, it's for whatever it is you want to do in life. All right, guys, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Bye.
Growing up, I was always interested in the mental game. After years of study, I developed the Basketball Brain program. My life is devoted to helping others achieve their greatness. I hope you'll like, subscribe, and if you take a chance with the Basketball Brain program, I promise you your game's going to reach levels that you never thought possible.